Hey, Christoph here, update on the website. A lot has changed, a lot was added. I'll talk through it real quick. So the point of this website generally is that it's the go-to point for the whole event. So if you want to know what's going on, how to participate, join a project, all of this stuff, it's meant to be here. So let's take a look. So we have our general intro. That has not changed since the first launch. The ideas, that's kind of filled up. If you haven't seen it yet, you can submit ideas via an Airtable form, and then organizers will take a quick look, and then it will show up here on the website. And there are 19 ideas here listed so far. And ideas can be something that you personally would love to work on, that you want to form a project on eventually, or that you think would just be generally good for the ecosystem, or that someone just kind of tackled something in that direction. Doesn't have to necessarily have to be something that you want to or can do. It's just kind of this collection that hopefully inspires people to do different projects during the Designathon. You can click each one to learn a little bit more about it. Ideally, ideas always have a little bit of kind of backdrop and kind of an idea of what should happen. They can be pretty loose, but can also be very specific. It can be something like general about adoption and standards. It can also be a specific UX problem in, let's say, BTC Pay or something like that. Totally open. And then ideas turn into projects. So I might say, well, I'm interested in Taro. I'm going to build a project around it. So I'm going to create a project, which takes me to another Airtable form. I'm just going to fill in the information, and then here we go. I have my project. Ideally, it's there's also a bit of information that I add in. So, okay, started by Christoph. And then I should also add in a link to wherever this project is centered. So Bitcoin Design Slack channel works well, but it could also be on Telegram or somewhere else. Whatever the person who initiates this project think is appropriate. But the goal is that anyone can come to this website and within a click be in the center of the action and know what's happening with the project. Could also be possible to do multiple projects in the same idea. Ideas do not have to be based on projects, and if you want to participate but you just haven't seen anything yet that excites you, there's also a general registration form down here. The schedule is a little sparse right now, and the reason is that we're still figuring out a lot of stuff. It's still 2 weeks away. You kind of have these cornerstone calls, kickoff, midweek, check-in during community call, and wrap up in here. Calls are always a little bit tricky because people are really spread around every single time zone that exists. So it just never perfectly works for a lot of people, no matter what time you pick. So a lot of activity really should happen in Slack and asynchronously, but we do have a few events here. And I hope that we can kind of fill this up a little bit further with some open design jam sessions where people just kind of get together and help each other out with on Jitsi or so with design problems. Maybe also a few workshops around specific topics or tools. Be amazing. Kind of looking into a few of those. If you want to submit something to the schedule, you're welcome to do that as well. You can be creative with that. And sponsors, we have those sorted out. That will be updated soon. Almost completely figured out every detail. A few more to do, and then that's done. So stay tuned for that one. And thanks to the sponsors already ahead of time. And then the kind of sister, partner, parallel events that are happening, and FAQ. So that's it. Hopefully that was a good overview. There's a lot here. I hope it works for everyone. Hope it all makes sense. If not, just reach out and then we'll change it. So thanks for tuning in.